just so I could have a
Hey,
background.
I was
Please
watching
appreciate that.
YouTube.
So before
Give
I
me a
left
second.
for LA, I really didn't have a lot pre-filmed. I do have some stuff pre-filmed, but it's not edited and ready to go.
But I was watching YouTube and I was watching scary paranormal storytime videos and decided, let me ask people who actually watch my videos on Snapchat, do you want to see that? And they do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a little bit after I do some things I need to do, and then I will be filming this. Bye. So I was about to edit, and I completely realized that I lost when my camera died. It didn't save my video. So I'm actually just gonna do it on here and then insert you into where you're supposed to go. But I when I was younger, like 10, 11, I moved to Schenectady, and I saw this house, and I was moving things to mess with my sisters and my brother and stuff, and I was moving a chair, like an old-fashioned, like, wooden chair, like the rounded top ones, like the ones that go round like this with the bars in the middle and stuff. And I had like, oh my god, there's a ghost. People are moving things just to scare them. But then I ended up seeing a ghost, a woman in white covered in blood with a chainsaw, and found out. And then I went and hid in the closet, and then we're at this next point. So have fun listening to the rest of the story. So as I was saying, sorry, my camera died. I had to switch to this camera. But as I was saying, I never saw her again. It was really, really, really creepy. I never saw her again after that. She never showed back up on top of the house. I stopped going over there completely. About 3 years ago, I found the address. I was walking past it, and I searched up the address. And I found out that a man or a woman had died there. I think a man and a woman. I thought I read. But it was a man and a woman. They lived together. The woman had gotten angry with her husband and brought out a chainsaw. She was wearing a white gown and she had blonde hair, blue eyes. She was I don't know what they said she was, what she did for a living, but she was like not that. She didn't feel like she was important or beautiful, and her husband tried telling her she was, and she got really angry with him for not agreeing with her. And so she took the chainsaw and she killed him. And then directly after, she killed herself. And it's really creepy to me that I saw that. But something else we're going to do on here is... so that's the story. I know it was really fast. It wasn't long. But the reason I decided to make this video is because I don't really have any other paranormal stories. I might tell another one in a minute after I do some other thing for my channel, but I have to do some research. So I'm going to get on my laptop and I'm going to do some urban legends and creepy pasta telling stuff and tell you if I think they're true and if I think that like these things could actually happen or anything. I don't know yet, but I'll be right back with all that up and next clip. No, I'm kidding. I actually had to get up and turn it off. So I'm back on my trusty laptop. I am going to start. Is it really? It's dead. Give me 1 minute. I had to get the charger. Into the video. The charger was not here, and now I'm starting to get paranoid. Where is it? I didn't have it that long ago.
Whoa. Nice.
I'm recording. Stop. did it for my video.
I did not mean to get into your video.
What?
I did not mean to get in your video.
Alright. You're not interrupting anything. I'm just...
Healing ball.
What?
I saw it.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, I
just hate those things.
annoyed.
Healing balls are just super annoying and dangerous. Right? Healing balls are annoying and dangerous.
This is like the whole time. I'm still recording, but it's fine.
Still recording?
Yeah, just recording all this random conversation because I did not feel like stopping it.
Just
Go that way.
walked through the.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I can edit all that. I might just refilm. Hi everyone. I'm just going to never mind, I'm not plugging it in over there. I'm just gonna plug it in right here. Because that charger was not plugging into that charging cord. Snapchat. I'll get that in a minute. So we're saying that my computer's over here. I know you guys can't see it. You guys are kind of on a weird level. Let me see if I can get this to be fixed. But the question is, can you still see my face? Yes. Okay, we're good. My computer's here. It's turning on. As you can see, when I get it all loaded, we'll be back. So my computer just turned on, and I'm logging in now. I'm doing this kind of vlog style now because I don't feel like doing a bunch of stuff with this right now. So I'm just gonna put you guys here. Good. What am I touching my hair like I have any? Yes, I do have a new haircut. Google Chrome. So, urban legends. I'm gonna get into an explanation of urban legends and creepypastas and stuff, and then I will read a few of them. Not a lot, but just like a few, like 2 or 3, maybe 2. I don't know, and I might get another story. So while this is loading, I might as well tell you guys the other story, and it is about the house I'm in right now. This background is, yeah. It happened. Actually, I will take you to the spot where it happened. So give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I decided to really quickly just do something. And I just really quickly just time-lapse vlogged that. But now I'm getting back to the story. So I have to say one thing, that this story, this guy that, okay, so everyone was doing something. My cousin's fiance was laying down on that couch watching something on TV. My uncle was in his room. My grandma was in her room in bed. My other cousin was in her room in bed. My cousin was sitting, my other cousin was sitting there. My aunt was sitting here. I was sitting here. My dad wasn't even living here at the time. So there was, and then, the other guy lives with us. His name is, I'll change his name to Rob. He was out down the road at the store, and this happened. He didn't come back for 5 minutes after it happened. So I went out here. I'm just gonna reenact this. I went out here to go get a soda and then throw garbage away. The thing is, there was an orange bucket like this, but it was completely empty, and over here. This corner was empty, and there was a green bucket with an orange bucket on top of it. The green bucket was upside down, the orange bucket was on top of it. And somehow, so I walked back inside. shut the door behind me and sat back down. The second I sat down, I heard a noise. So I came out here, and it sounded like something was thrown across the room. And the orange bucket that was here before we got this and everything, the orange bucket was here on top of the green bucket, somehow ended up all the way over here. All the way over here in this area, somewhere over here. And I think it hit the wall, or that wall, and bounced this way, or hit that wall and bounced that way, or something. It hit some wall and ended up there, like right here, on this area, right by this garbage can. So I come out to investigate, and I'm really confused. So I come back in and explain what happened, and no one believes me, but everyone heard the bang. No one believes me exactly what happened. So I have no way to explain what that was or what actually happened, but I just think it was my grandfather telling us that, yes, I am here. And there are times where lights will just randomly start flickering, or that light bulb went out the other day randomly. But I put it back because I don't feel like moving it, but that works in another spot. In the bathroom, I tried it and it worked, but then I put it back out here and it doesn't work in this spot anymore. But I've also tried other light bulbs in here and it works. So this has been here for like a month. I just haven't felt like changing it. Because that's another proof to my story that I think my grandfather's here. And sometimes this door right over here, not the brown one, but the door behind it, will just stick open for no reason at random times, but then you'll go and you'll just go to use it again, like 5-10 minutes later, and it just does everything normal. So I think that's that. So that happens. So that's the reenactment of that story, and we're gonna get to the urban legends. So I will see you in a minute. So now I'm just gonna tell you guys some crazy urban legends that I'm going to tell you if I think they're real or fake. So this is how this is going to work. I'm just going to search what are urban legends. I'm going to give you the rundown on urban legends first. Quickly search up a quick definition and just read the definition of what the online, like Google says what an urban legend is. This is the Google dictionary. A humorous or horrific story or piece of information circulated as though true, especially one purpose to involve someone vaguely related or known to the teller. Also known as an urban legend, urban myth, urban tale, or contemporary legend, is a form of modern folklore. It usually consists of fictional stories, often presented as true, with macabre and humorous elements rooted in local popular culture. So that's what an urban legend is. But now I'm going to read some urban legends. One of them being one of the creepiest, well, not really the creepiest, but one of the more known ones that like most teenagers believe in, which is Slenderman. And I'm just going to go to the Wikipedia page and just read what it says on here. So I can also go to the Creepypasta Wikia page, but I'm just gonna do this. The Slender Man, also known as Slenderman, is a fictional supernatural character that originated as a creepypasta internet meme created by Something Awful Forums user Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge, in 2009. It is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall man with a featureless head and face wearing a black suit. Stories of the Slenderman commonly feature him stalking, abducting, and traumatizing people, particularly children. The Slenderman is not confined to a single narrative, but appears in many separate works of fiction typically composed online. Fiction relating to the Slenderman encompasses many media, including literature, art, and video series such as Marble Hornets, wherein he is known as the operator outside of the online fiction. The Slenderman has had impact on the popular culture and has having been referenced in the video game Minecraft with the Enderman character as in generated video games such as known as Slender, the 8 Pages of Slender, in Slender the Arrival. He also has appeared in Always Watching, a Marble Hornets story, a film adaptation of Marble Hornets YouTube series where he's portrayed by Doug Jones, and will appear in an upcoming film of the same name where he'll be written by Javier Bautet. So there's the rundown of Slenderman. Now we're going to get into the actual Wikia page. No, we're in the actual story. So I'm just going to really quickly just read this. This is the part where the girl stabbed her friend. So it happened in Wisconsin. Two 12-year-old girls allegedly stabbed a friend of theirs 19 times and left her to die in a forest. The girl survived, but the reason for her attacking remains puzzling. Her accused attackers apparently told police that she was meant to be a sacrifice to a mythical creature popular in the genre of internet-based horror fiction known as creepypasta, a character called the Slenderman. So that's, like, there is, like, the story of, like, the girl did it. He became popular on the thread, blah, blah, blah. He's known to be, like, torturing people and terrorizing them, and so that's, like, okay, so his story was written in 2012 by a woman named Raksha Keller. It is titled Slenderman Doesn't Exist. It ends with this sentence: Slenderman doesn't exist, sure, but you do. As do the monsters inside. So that's the story of Slenderman. I think this video is getting long. I've only told one urban legend. I'm just gonna do one more urban legend. I'm just gonna search. I'm just gonna search 50 hottest urban legends. So this is gonna be really quick. I'm just gonna read the first one on here. And you're going to these are not urban legends. These are literal stories that not urban legends. Sorry, that is a stupid thing. Here we go. Pimple, go away. So this is just going to be the ending of the video. I'm just going to quickly tell you one more and then see if you guys even want to hear more about this kind of stuff, because I'm just going to do the Alaska Triangle. Why it's creepy. Encompassing an area ranging from near Juneau, or whatever you want to call it, is the southeastern to go away. X, I don't want to see you. Okay, in the southeast to the northern Barrow region, to the western metropolis of Anchorage, Alaska's answer to the Bermuda Triangle is comprised some of the most barren wilderness in the U.S., and it apparently craves souls. More than 20,000 people have gone missing without a trace in the area during past half-century alone. 20,000 people in a half-century? That's creepy. Are they being consumed by mythological beings like the beastly Kilu or the ghoulish kidnapper Qualupalik, lost on extreme hikes, or simply vanishing into a dark vortex? Nobody knows, though it's not for lack of trying. When a government lost House Majority Leader Hale Boggs Knessa to the Triangle in 1972, a massive search turned up tons of conspiracy theories, but no bodies. This is where it came from. The area has been associated with evil spirits and Tlingit lore for centuries, attributed to trickster demons for luring people to an icy death. Others believe the area exists amid an electromagnetically influenced vile vortex. Still others think it's a Darwinian result of explorers taking on nature. Regardless, the area continues to claim people, and underneath that massive blanket of snow and rock likely lies one of the largest and best preserved mass graves in the world. So that's all I'm going to share for you guys right now, because that was some deep urgent legends. Creepypastas, yeah, you can't say that's true, but random people going missing in Alaska, and being just vanishing, and they dig for bodies and they find nothing, and even like a major government person, like one of the major people they needed in the government, disappeared in 1972 for the same reason. He went hiking and he disappeared in the Alaskan Triangle. So that kind of brings up concerns. Okay, so now we're gonna get in. Do I think ghosts are real? Yes. Do I think urban legends are real? Yes. What is my perception on heaven? And so my perception on heaven is weird. Okay, so here we are. Here is like the living world. And then collapsed right around it is heaven. And the thing is, what I think is that everybody's heaven is different. So like, here's heaven, like right up on top of us. Here we are, right underneath it. So it like intertwines with us. And spirits are freely walking around, living their life as if they were still alive, kissing their loved ones goodbye for work, and then going on with their lives. But the thing is, they never actually leave the house. They can walk out of the building, but then they disappear, and it's like they came home from work, and then they're like doing what they need to do and doing everything. So what I believe is that your loved ones that have died when they were living with you, like your parents, your siblings, your aunts and uncles, are still living in their old houses, but on a different plane. So like, here's our plane, here's their plane. They're right on top of us, so their lives revolve the same way ours do. And that's why I think we have like paranormal experiences, and how things can be moved. Someone sees something somewhere it's not supposed to be, they're going to put it back where it belongs, or prove to you that they're here. And I think that's why my story with the bucket could be my grandfather. Because I feel like he's still living here, because the plane is right on top and they're intertwined. So this is the two planes connected. Here's the top plane, here's us. And it latches on. And they're living on the same plane they're living technically on the same plane we are, but there's a little bit of elevation that makes it so they're not fully. And I think that's why spirits can float and walk through walls, because, how do I explain this part? Because their plane doesn't exactly I think it's like this. Their plane doesn't fully align with ours. So like, doorways can be over a little bit farther. So when you see them and they walk through a wall, it's because they're actually on their plane, they're walking through a doorway. So let's say, because there's the windows here. Let me just do a quick demonstration. So right here by me, here is where you guys are. Right behind you, behind my camera, is a wall. Let's say right behind you is where the planes connect. So like the plane is like this, when they're supposed to be like this, but sometimes it can get distorted and it's connected like this or this, so it's a little off. So let's say here's the doorway that we have. Here's the doorway that we have. And then here's the wall. Or like here's the door we have and here's the wall. Their planes don't connect. Their doorway's here, their wall is here. They're gonna walk through the doorway that they have. But it's actually our wall, and the doorway's actually over here. Or over here. So like it doesn't fully match up. There are some like discrepancies. It could be they're directly next to each other. And somehow just a little bit connects. And like let's say here's my front door, here's their front door. They walk that way to go in and we think they're walking out. And we go this way to go out and this way to go in. And they think we're walking out. So they try to go out, but they don't see us because we're going in. So they walk that way. And I think there were most like activities. It all depends on how their plane lines up to ours. I think it's all different for people. But that's pretty much the rundown of what I think and what I think heaven is. Now, the thing about hell is I think like here's heaven's plane, here's our plane intertwined. I think hell's directly underneath it. So like here's our plane. What can I use as a... So, here's, this jacket is hell's plane. Here's our plane, here's heaven. So you can either go underneath our plane and like... So here's heaven's plane, here's hell's plane. Here's our plane, directly in the middle. You can either go this way and intertwine. You can go this way or intertwine. Anything above is heaven. Anything below is hell. So like I'm going to say hell is like connected like this, and heaven is connected above. So when you see both palms of the hand, it's hell. But when heaven, and when you see it like this is hell. And this is why sometimes you get some creepy spirits that can cross through certain points that fully connect. But if you have it like this, sometimes the planes are like this where they can't like connect fully. But like let's say when the planes are fully aligned. We're talking about the plane can like shift, I believe, when they're fully aligned and perfect and like the planes are touching. That's when the bad spirits can like connect to your plane and come to you. Or I also think it's when they don't choose either side and they choose to stick right in the middle and they're stuck on your plane. That's how you get like the spirit walkers and like the earthbound spirits. But like I feel like there are no such thing as earthbound spirits because like everyone's technically stuck here and because they're on their own planes. But yeah, so that's what I think. And then what I think about like, okay, so vortexes, this is becoming a really long video, mainly about me talking about what I believe. Vortexes, I believe, are real. Portals, I think, are real. I think the biggest portal there is are doors and mirrors. Doors are a huge gateway because you can open a door and let in pretty much any spirit you want. Ouija boards are also a big one. After watching a lot of videos, I would want to play one. Maybe I'll play one on one of my videos eventually when I get my own place one day or something. I'll buy one because I'm not allowed to have them here because my grandma doesn't let me because she had somebody to tell you. Maybe I'll have her let me tell you one of her stories and I can have family back it up. On my next video, I'll talk to her at some point and I'll do another video like this. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today, so I really hope you enjoy this. This is actually kind of going to be like a longer but shorter video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing day. This is not pre-filmed. This is filmed today. It is January 13th. You'll probably see this on January 14th. But I'm probably going to upload it before midnight, so I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!